and then just draft Cho'Gath and a bunch of other tankiness, right? If the Nocturne is jumping into your backline and you have Cho'Gath, you have Galio, you have Shen, you have all this tankiness and no way to really one-shot someone, even the Taliyah with Zhonya's, it's not as effective as you'd like it to be.
Seems like Kingzone can take the Nocturne Shen if they want it. Gorilla has played plenty of Shen this season. When it comes to mid laners, it might just end up being Zoe versus Galio. That's the way Kingzone want to go. Galio is considered a semi-counter to the Zoe because of the damage reduction, the ability to get through laning phase. Was also a denial away for even more engage on the side of the Nocturne. So the Zoe just taken for power level mostly on the side of Kingzone. Will they take the Shen, which is available? Tahm Kench is also available, and a staple of Genji and also Kingzone. See what the decision is here. I imagine one of Tahm Kench or that Shen will be taken at this pick, but no. Ooh. They're actually thinking of taking away the only champion that Motive has won on, which is the Morgana.
Oh, never mind. Last second switch to the Tahm Kench.
Take that.
You had it right first. They were just trying to trick you there at the last second pop-up.
They got me.
Yeah.
They got me.
Very surprised to see no Shen, though. Definitely is one of those picks. Garen is something that is being hovered here. A lot of people saying that in solo queue, it's definitely a face rolly champion in the top lane. If you want someone to play a really simple champion, maybe it's Garen for Maha. They are going to pick up the Morgana, though, as that seems better for their composition. Or no, never mind. They're just trolling us today. Ezreal going to be picked up.
These outplays are already locked in for the bot lane.
Also takes the the Camille from Maha. I mean, it's a very high mechanically skilled type of champion, but really good with the Galio for engage. You know, Malphite is kind of simple, right? You just farm up, you go in, and you ult. Quinn now, he is hovering it. I was kind of memeing it before, but you never know here. Thinking about one of the two right now.
This will be lower damage profile, but it is a very reliable champion. We've seen it win against Camille, remember, many times. The famous counter pick that we saw Keen pull out for the Afrika Freaks was Sunfire Cape into Trinity Force. Malphite, the execution side's not really there. Basically, everything's targeted outside of his ultimate, and that one is a pretty fast channel time. Means there's not the most damage on the side of MVP, but damn, if they decide they're going in, you cannot change your mind. You guys are right in there.
And the draft that MVP did build around their first pick, Taliyah, well, I guess it was alongside the Galio, is just really fantastic for Yondu. He's been a guy for MVP outside of Pilot that has been carrying, right? ADD kind of taking a little backseat. Ian as well, playing the more defensive stuff. It's been Pilot and Yondu trying to carry us away. You notice that Yondu's doing the same. Another engage down here could try to get the stun on it, and Gorilla in a lot of trouble. First blood is the follow-up there. Didn't have a splash from earlier on, and they follow up for the kill.
No cleanse in this game either, so the overlapping CC's enough. First blood goes the way of MVP. Nicely done by them. Maha can go for a shot at any point. He's pushed up. He hasn't teleported back to lane. So feeling pretty good, all things considered. Nice play by MVP, and we thought the threat was done bot side after the earlier gank had been enacted, but Yondu sticks around trying to kill the Krugs. They get the stun onto Gorilla. There's no chance to do anything there, and the Ignite obviously wasn't going to change. Opportunity for the enemy to be able to flash away.
This is going to be Galio coming in here.
They're really setting up for a very aggressive play. All right, we're just going.
No flash just yet onto the Tahm Kench. They are going to knock him down with another knockup, but there it is. As I mentioned before, the easiest seismic shove if you're going to have someone locked down. They get another kill onto Yondu this time in the bottom side.
Definitely setting up around the reliable dives, and Gorilla just about gets his flash up and unable to use it there. See the mid lane here, BDD.
Here is forced to burn his flash, but here comes the Taliyah, who's just gonna get blown up. Yondu, not sure about that one. BDD stomps him down. Two-shot barrage is so close. That may have even hit him, but the stopwatch was on point as Peanut gonna use his flash and the stopwatch, but still the trade goes the way of Kingzone.
They should have.
They are going to get his flash here. There was no hook shot onto Khan as he had just used it. But here comes the follow-up engage. The Nocturne straight on top of Taliyah, but the TP's coming in with the stopwatch. Khan is so low. The flash comes in, and he is going to get the kill onto Khan. MVP is going to turn this one around.
Ezreal's teleporting behind Peanut.
Okay, Pilot looking for the 1v1 on top of Peanut here. Remember, he doesn't have his flash, but there's the Zoe damage. No Arcane Shift is in. They're trying to zone him as Ian, but the flash comes in out of Pilot. Does have that Ignite on top of him, but will survive in the end.
But they use so many resources here, MVP. Pilot leaves up, packs up, and...
Also, the wall is going to come in here. They really want to engage. Poor Peanut, man. Motive is going to get so low, but he's actually going to dodge it and get into the back line.
Oh!
But there's the 3-man Nakamaha. He's here to party tonight. He's going to get the huge knock-up in the back line, but BDD totally controlling this fight, trying to kill Yondu, and there he will. Prey and Gorilla are so low, and Maha's trying to carry his team by himself, but is going to go down in the end. Pilot extremely low, too, and Khan is also here to party. Will pick up a second kill on the back line.
Ends up being closer than Kingzone will like. They will still come out ahead. Big ultimate from Maha, but no one's a profit off it. The ultimate from Yondu used too late after the Drake had already gone down. Kingzone will fall back and take down the outer bot lane turret as well. A bloody fight on both sides. Feels like MVP ummed and ahed for a really long time, and by the time they commit, the objectives are always like the way go the way of Kingzone. Weaver's Wall actually puts Peanut in a very frustrating spot. He ults, no way to disrupt him, of course. They go back in here, and because Pilot is hit by the Trouble Bubble, he's out of the fight so early that the Wombo engage is just Galio as a damage dealer. Ian does everything right. He even holds onto the taunt and gets Prey as he comes out of the belly of the Tahm Kench. Well, they don't have the damage, but Yondu turning into a 2v1.
Not able to combo into the seismic shove. Still taking a lot of damage, but look at this Talia getting so low. He's actually going to wall the hell out of there and will get to safety. The kill does go over to Maha.
They use a lot of members, but they get the kill, and right now Kingzone are in a position to punish them. They're not moving over to the Baron. If they started Baron, there would have been a big collapse there and a big potential to punish. Just a free kill in the end for the side of MVP.
Meanwhile, Peanut, he used his ultimate, but he couldn't actually latch onto anyone. But now, Maha, you're in a lot of trouble, buddy. You have 3 members coming behind you here. Let's see what MVP can do on the backside. Probably not all that much. Maha is dead meat. See that?
Speaking of burst.
Well, Motive decides hello, but isn't going to actually knock him up, and down he will go. As he just got way too low, no ultimate used, decided I'm probably going to stay alive. Bit of a rookie mistake.
Break the base, and it's a bit frustrating to watch.
Well, MVP looking for the engage, but they're actually in a lot of trouble here. Look at that back line. Pilot just going to disappear, and see you later. Any DPS that you had. Now Ian's going to be in a ton of trouble here. 5-on-1. I wonder who wins this fight. That's going to be 2 kills to the side of Kingzone. Should be an objective for them, too.
That time, everything lined up. They got the kill instantly onto Ezreal. QSS, oh no, might have been completed afterwards. Didn't matter. He was dead. They turn onto the Baron. Nicely done by Kingzone. This time they problem solve it. They're more engaged in their comp. They get the Baron.
Making it look just so easy, and now they're trying to deny the Infernal Drake as well. Gonna come over here immediately with the
MVP's engaged, but they have Guardian Angel. The stasis still available for BDD. They are pretty slippery, and the Baron buff minions can do the work as well.
Yeah, this is the full court press, the ever famous one. Motive dies actually in the end there to BDD, helping out with the redemption. There goes Peanut. He says, hey, take my GA with you. They just want to end this game real quick. We'll see if anyone else goes down. Looks like Gorilla will in the end, but Khan's revenge in the backside, trying to take everyone out. Ian is gonna hero's exit off of this game. He doesn't want to be in this one anymore, as BDD is still looking for more kills. Down goes the Ezreal, as Khan will take him out. Ian will live in the back, a coward, but it does not matter. 1-0 is the score for Kingzone.
And the result wasn't really in doubt when we saw the roster, but the execution is what we were going to look for from Kingzone. Gotta say, around the Baron, they had that inspired turn with the lane ward and the collapse that came in. Pilot goes down, so do the hopes of MVP. So when it comes to Baron buff setups, one of the things we could take away from this game number 1, Kingzone have improved there, and they need to show the fundamentals